So, in my opinion, I would have to say to you that probably one of the biggest factors in someone becoming, successful and being financially stable is the partners that you select, your life partner. And honestly, I don't think it even matters what age that you end up really settling down and deciding to have kids. I mean, there's some factors there, but it's really the actual partner. When the wife and I met, I was completely introduced to earth-shattering sort of way of thinking in that I think our first date was like an hour or something like that. And it was just basically an interview process. And my wife was like, look, this is the way it works. Like, if you just want to continue to keep just dating around and you just want to play around or whatever, she's like, I can lock away any attachment that I'll have for you. We can just go on dates and play around and all that kind of good stuff. She's like, but I guarantee you, you being an American, you will get attached to me, and I'm going to be able to walk away with, easily. And it was a pretty cold, hard fact. But her point was, is that in other cultures, and specifically in her culture, which is the Asian culture, they really marry based on compatibility first, and then all the love and the romance and all this kind of stuff actually comes secondary, which is a really powerful statement. If you think about it, what do we do here in America? We date in high school or we date in college or whatever. We go on a couple of dates and we get some feelings, for one another. And then, just over a period of time, we're like, hey, we really just love this person. And, we commit, we get married, we have kids. And if we already know 50, 60% of those end up in divorce. And I would say many, many more of those end up in marriages that are just simply not happy or just not fruitful for the kids, for the partners, for just the entire family. The difference in the Asian culture is they really start off in the beginning to ensure compatibility. They make sure that what are you going to do with your money? How are you guys going to work? How are you going to share time? What are the roles that a husband and wife are going to play in the relationship? They really determine that mental capacity, compatibility, education, drive, all of that is right and equal. Then and only after then they say, okay, compatibility seems like it's a good, this is a good match. Now let's court each other. Now let's see if there's a connection there. Let's see if there's passion and romance. The difference is a relationship that's set up with one goal in mind, two life partners that are going together, chasing the same goal, chasing the same sort of direction, if you will, that also have a connection, emotionally and spiritually, and they have passion, all that kind of stuff. The opposite of that, and it was every relationship before I met my wife, is a relationship that has maybe tremendous amount of passion, but honestly has two partners that are living in two completely separate directions, where one thinks the value of this is important, they go in that direction. The one thinks the value of that is important, they go in that direction, and they constantly fight, bicker, and ultimately that drives and ruins the passion relationship, and it ends up in divorce.